What is going on, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope everybody's having a good day. It is another day on the charts. Another day on the charts. A lot of movement today in the New York session. A lot of continuations and reversals. Some big reversals that went on earlier today. I'm not sure if everybody saw those, but there was some reversals. Charts are looking interesting tonight. Android Monkey, what's going on? How are you? Welcome. All right, let's take a look at some of these charts here tonight, guys. Let's take a look at what we got here. So starting off, we're going to go with volume here. So GJ has broke a consolidation period that has been going on for quite some time. This consolidation period, shouldn't really call it consolidation because of how big the moves were. It was over 400 pips. So I'm not going to call it consolidation, but we have broken out of a very key zone here. We broke out of a key zone that we haven't seen in over 61 days. 61 days, first time we've been above this. As you guys know, I do not like being the guinea pig into new charts moving up like that. So this will be a no for me, but your next zone is going to be right here. So we can draw this together so you can at least see what we're doing. At least see what you're doing here. Let's move on to Euro JPY. We lost on this one yesterday. That was our first loss of the week. We did lose on this one yesterday. It reversed hard on us. This looked like it was coming down. It looked like it finished retesting this area, but ended up actually breaking back through for a massive bull push. And on the day as well. Sorry, this was not the one. This was the win that we took earlier in the week, Euro JPY. The buy that we took. Yeah, that was AUDCHF that we lost on yesterday. This was the buy that we took. This ended up turning out really well, so apologize. There's confusion there. Let's see. Yes, sir, Ryan. We'll see it go up. I agree with you there. GBP AUD, GBP NZD both have crossed a strong support, a resistance zone, I should say, going back to roughly 137 days. They're coming back to retest, and they rejected the new high. So if you're looking at this, that's your new high right there, and rejected it. Kind of in no man's land in between right here until we see something. Would need some sort of catalyst to get this moving. Something to give us anything, really. There is no red folder news tonight, so if you look on either in the Discord or on Forex Factory, no red folder news. Coming back in here, we could look to move this to a more realistic area. This is our high. That you could see here. We came back down and rejected. We are currently at an impasse here. This may be a really nice break and retest for a buy. This is GBP AUD. You have the break and retest here where we broke through, retested. This could be going up to the top side here for a buy side sell or a buy side break and retest. So that's what we're looking at there. Certainly a possibility. So we're going to hold on to that. We'll keep that as a buy for now. Euro JPY, we're going to unflag. It's already made its move. AUD NZD, I'm not really too sure of because this could be a break and retest to the downside. As you guys see here, this would be our retest zone. This could be a break and retest toward the downside. However, it's a bullish candle right now on the 1 hour. Granted, it's got 2 minutes until it closes, but we'll see what happens here. me get my indicator up, my EMA ribbons and my fair value gaps up. But yeah, I would like to see some rejection here on AUD NZD. CHF JPY, not really much to look at here. Looks like it's in the middle of a zone. Like, I just wouldn't trade this. CHF JPY. So again, what we're doing here is just getting rid of the charts that we don't like and looking for the charts that we do like from a structural analysis here. I'm going to mark AUD NZD as a sell. GBP CHF, don't even like that zone anymore. We have to rebuild the zones here. Let's go to the 4-hour. That's your new resistance, your supports down here. Jose, what's up, man? How are you? Hope you're having a good day, brother. Hope you're having a good day. GBP CHF is at a strong resistance, so not touching that. Would need to see some sort of move. AUD, just a massive move earlier today. These are all, we're looking at the 4-hour right now, guys. So, possible break and retest on USD CHF for this to keep going up. Where's our next zone? Let's find that out. So, next zone's going to be up here. Yep, that looks correct. That's your next zone. Do we think this is going to come back down to retest the EMA on the day chart? Or is this 4-hour EMA convergence here going to actually push us back up to the zone? You're looking at a possible 55 pips if it does. Possible 55 pips if it does. Euro NZD, most of these other ones don't really matter now because it broke into the upper zone here. Same thing, Euro NZD, same kind of thing. Yeah, Q2 did just finish. 6 months, halfway through 2026. Halfway through 2026. Yeah, it's wild how fast this year is going. I feel like we were just streaming back in January, Q1. Crypto infograph. Yeah, man, for real. Adele, you're not... It flew. It absolutely flew. Euro AUD. That's another thing that I'm looking at too. Closing out quarter two. We may not trade. Because institutions are also closing out quarter two. I closed out quarter two today at the golf course. I mean, we're looking at a lot of other things that are, we're just looking right now. Crypto infograph. We're just looking. We are scanning the charts as we speak right now. But it is something major to keep in mind. And I was just talking to somebody about this earlier. A lot of companies and institutions, close out big positions in quarter two, going into quarters. Quarterly holds. That's something that is real. Tomorrow will be interesting as well. First day of a month, last day of this month, first day of next month. That's how the calendar works. USD JPY is interesting looking because it hasn't stopped. It broke its 13-week high. I actually don't know when the last time it was this high is. Is this an all-time high? No, this can't be. No, it's not even close to an all-time high. But it is a 12-month high. 12-month high. Wow. Yeah, I have. It's fun. I used to do it a lot, not so much anymore. More just foreign exchange is what I've been sticking with recently. I like currencies. They're a little more stable. The currency market is a little more stable than spot trading crypto, but I do like spot trading crypto. That's the only trading I will do other than holding Bitcoin long term. That's the only other one. AUD was the one that we took the L on today, guys. And it was 20 pips. So 23 pips. This was the one that we took the L on today. It had a big reversal on us, which is fine. That happens. We're still up on the week. We were up 54 pips on the week going into tonight, going into yesterday. So we lost 20, so we're still in profit, 20 plus pips for the week. NZT-JPY just looks like a bucket of BS. It is a terrible looking chart. I'll still draw out the stuff here. Not a good looking chart. NZD-USD. Again, it could be breaking. This could be liquidity. This could be a lot of things. And we're looking on the 4-hour time frame. Major, how long has that been going on for? 152-day support. We trade with 1 to 500 leverage. 1 to 500 leverage with Hanko trade. So we are still trading with massive leverage. There's the link. It'll show up for you. And you get 100% deposit match bonus. So 1 to 500. That's the way I go. CAD JPY. This could be a liquidity draw to move up to the upside. Don't love the chart though. NZD CAD we had as a sell. Let's unflag that. Euro USD ended up pumping back up a little bit. Still always going to keep Euro USD as a sell. This was a trade we did not take that we looked at. And then Bitcoin is still dropping off. Bitcoin below 60K. Consolidated right at that 60K mark and then dropped off down 58K. Bitcoin's got a really nice break and retest. Break of the lows. Retest and consolidate right here for a sell to 56K. Incoming 56K on Bitcoin is what it's looking like from a technical analysis standpoint. 56K on Bitcoin. That's what I'm seeing. USD CAD, Euro CAD. Yeah, we're not touching any of these. Press the wrong button. USD CAD, yeah, no. Euro CAD, no. Euro CHF, no. So back to what does have volume. It is essentially GBP, JPY, which we've ruled out. Euro, JPY we've ruled out. GBP, NZD, we haven't ruled out fully. GBP, AUD, kind of like a reversal here, but would need to see more of a reversal. The 1 hour is giving us somewhat of a feeling here that this may come back up. However, the EMA ribbon is the most that I'd be willing to go up on. That's less than 20 pips, 20 pips-ish. AUD, JPY. On the hour, this looks like it could be a break and retest. On the 4 hour, just don't like the chart. Don't like just straight up like that. AUD, NZD for the sells is what we talked about. Let's see what this new hour brought. How long did it consolidate there for? So the consolidation period was 10 days before it broke structure and came to the downside here. It's rejecting pretty strong. I think AUD NZD sells is probably the top trade of the night for sure. In terms of a technical analysis standpoint, it's the best looking chart. Everything else I didn't like, so I really only saw unflag that, unflag that. I don't even like the Euro USD trade. There's only really two charts that I would even look at, and not ironically, actually. So factually speaking, AUD NZD is opposite of GBP AUD because in terms of the primary pair on AUD NZD is obviously the Australian dollar. The secondary pair is GBP AUD on. Secondary pair is AUD on GBP AUD. Just waiting to see what happens here, really, because they're both bearish charts. But the break and retest is certainly something that's possible on GBP AUD. I don't love it, to be honest with you, though. AUD NZD is really the only chart that I have any sort of confidence in fully right now. Even to get in, we could get in now. I'd want to see it break below the EMA, though. I'd want to see some sort of breakout on a smaller time frame. Because look at that consolidation on the 1 minute. That's a bull flag on the 1 minute. You know what I mean? Wouldn't necessarily want to get into a bull flag on the 1 minute. If we get a break below this, though, a break below would certainly signify that this thing's coming down. How many pips you got here? Could try and snag 10 pips. I think this is selling. I think it's selling. AUD NZD should be selling with a clean break and retest. But want to wait a little bit to be sure here. Yeah, what I would like to see is on the lower time frame. So what we're going to watch, we've narrowed it down to one chart. So what we're going to do is watch the lower time frames and see if we get the movement we're looking for. The only pair we're looking at is AUD NZD. I don't like anything else. Skeleton. Or skeleton, sorry. Yeah, the only pair that we're looking at right now is AUD NZD. Yeah, AUD NZD is the only thing we're looking at right now, guys. I don't know about you guys, but I have looking at shorting it. Looking at shorting it for sure. I want to see what this new 15-minute does. I think the spreads on this are going to be kind of booty cheeks. Let me see. Spreads aren't horrible, actually. Spreads aren't that bad. All right. AUD, NZD. We got one more minute until we get a new 15-minute candle here, guys. And you know what I'm going to do? Interesting. We're going to want to see a break of these lows on the lower time frames. On the lower time frames, we want to see a break of the lows. If we can get a break of these lows on the lower time frames, I would feel pretty good about getting in this AUD NZD sell. That fair value gap's intact right now, which I don't love that, but wait to see what happens. The market come to us, baby. Decent week so far, though, guys. I think 2 wins and 1 loss. Double check that. What's today? Let's see. What did this week start on? The 28th, right? It's only Tuesday. Yeah, Euro JPY went for 39 pips. And then AUD-CHF went for 13 pips, and then we lost 23 on AUD-CHF. Aloha, what's up? How are you? What's going on? Hope you're having a good day. Long time no see. Where you been? Unk alert? Okay. Yeah, I am 32 years old, so I guess I'm considered unk. Nice. Who's your team? Yo, thanks for the donation there, Aloha. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, my man. Mexico. Are you from there? Or you just want them to win? Thank you for the donation there, Aloha. Does USA still have a chance, guys? Yeah, they play. When do they play? Tomorrow at 8 p.m. versus Bosnia and Herzegovina. Whoa, that's a mouthful. Where is that? Bosnia and Herzegovina. You guys mean to tell me Italy didn't make it in for a third straight year? I thought they had some of the best footballers in the world. You're telling me Italy hasn't gone in for 3 years? It's actually 12 years, but 3 World Cups. I don't know how I feel about this chart still. The 4 hours iffy. And the 1 day is bullish. Oh, this is gold. We're going to have to look on a smaller time frame to get in and out of this one. In my humble opinion. But if you're just joining, guys, welcome. Welcome. Make sure you like the stream and subscribe. Try to go live 4 times a week. Trade the Asian session at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Might have to look at some other charts. I really don't like that AUDNZD chart after looking at the day. If you want to get a quick scalp in, you could. I don't like that. But it is holding that day fair value gap. It's a tough one. Have to really decide and be strategic about what time frame and how long you're willing to hold. And if it doesn't go the way we wanted it to, within a certain time frame, we just get out no matter what. Because you don't want to hold intra time frame. And I know we've gotten caught doing that a couple times where we took it on the 1 hour and the 15 minute, or the 1 hour, or the 4 hour and the 5 minute, or the 4 hour and the 15 minute. When you're taking it on a time frame, but it doesn't agree. No, I take New York session trades too. I just stream Asian session for now. I might start streaming New York session as well. Shortly here soon. We'll see. I think we're going to. I think we'll end up streaming New York session more often. Who would like if we streamed more New York? Would we have people? Who's watching right now? Would you guys be able to watch New York session? I know I'll get randoms, of course, but I mean the core group of guys that watch all the time. Obviously, we'd get new people too. But how many here would actually watch New York session? Just putting a feeler out. Gosh, these charts are not good looking tonight. If anyone has a chart they want me to look at, let me know, because I'm not seeing much on these charts. Need London to get the ball rolling. Kermit, what's up, man? How are you? Welcome. Haven't seen you on stream in a while. Good to have you back. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Albert says yes to New York session. Good. All right. Nice. And the Yankees are losing 4-0 to Detroit. That's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Oh, shit. What's happening wrong there? There we go. Nice, Kermit. You'd watch it too? Heck yeah. I know a bunch of guys work full time, so it'd be tough for the guys that work during the day. I know nighttime works really well for a lot of guys. That's why I like the Asian session. But overall, truly, I do like the market structure of Asian session more. And as we've talked about several times, there's way less red folders. This morning had a Canadian red folder and a USD JOLTS jobs orange folder. Tomorrow you got Chairman Walsh speaks. You have manufacturing at 10 a.m. At 9 a.m. you have Governor Bailey for the Bank of England. You have the chairman for the U.S. dollar. You got a lot of red folder news in the morning, and sometimes it doesn't always follow the most price action. And then Thursday, you got NFP, non-farm employment. Tell you what, Euro USD might be coming down. We think GJ's tapping out here and it's going to come down. GJ looks like it might come down to retest the zone. At least 25 to 60 pips, but not too great looking chart, man, to be honest with you guys. GBP NZD looks like it could have a little break and retest toward the downside here, but it's within the zone. It's a break and retest within the zone. This consolidation right here isn't terrible. We have the fair value gap, and you have several candle closes consolidated below the EMA ribbon. You already had the EMA ribbon flip. We had the break of structure right here. This could be a possibility for a sell right here. But again, I don't like trading within the zone. You know what I mean? I really don't love a lot of these charts. Actually, really don't like any of them, to be honest with you, which is tough. Bridget, what's up? We're not in anything. We're just analyzing. We're looking at AUDNZD, but I don't like the day. I do not like the day chart. But we're looking at AUDNZD. I don't really like any of the other charts, to be quite honest with you. We went through most of them, actually all of them. They're coming off of big moves, you know? They're coming off of big moves. I like for the market to calm back down, and then we look for a more technically sound trade, if that makes sense. But I don't like these massive moves, like I said. You know what I mean? No problem, Bridget. And AUD did slip a 3-month low. Bank of Australia. Well, we're watching. I think most people would agree, though. I mean, and I will not trade if it's not an A+ setup. I know you guys know that, but I feel the need to say it out loud again. If it's not an A+ setup, I won't trade it. Yankees just scored 4-1. Embarrassing for them. If you guys have any charts, though, that you want me to look at, we certainly can. I think going into London tonight is going to present some nice opportunities. I do think we're going to have market correction off these where we can end up buying. We could confirm that it is an uptrend on a higher time frame and that it's not just, you know, going to retest a zone. We may see continuations or we may see reversals that come back down to retest zones and possibly show us that it is going back up. Or conversely, we might have, you know, break back into zones for a move toward the upside. There's a couple different options. The new hour candle just is not doing much. Euro JPY and GBP JPY are the exact same chart. There's no difference between those two. Exact same chart. AUD JPY, same thing. JPY pairs rallied after a big fall off. But the question is are they going to reject this key level and come back down, or is it going to be a continuation of... Yeah, I know. EJ went far for us. We bought down here. We bought right down here. If we just held the first trade of the week, 167 pips. But obviously there's no if we just held. No hindsight trading over here. Yeah, it went for a little bit though. It did go for quite a bit. This might have a chance. Top of the neckline's there though. Oh, we just get a new 5-minute candle. Yeah, even the 5 is consolidating heavily. We just have not been able to break that fair value gap once. Brian Book, what's going on? How are you? Or Brain Book. Wow, I've been saying Brian this whole time. It's Brain, my bad. What's up, man? Hello from Nigeria. Glad to see you here again. Welcome. Good, glad to hear that. Tomorrow's your birthday, right, Adele? Why do we Americans say I'm and not, and we got the wrong English? Oh, yeah, your birthday's not till the July 2nd, though, right? I don't know what you meant there, Jose. Right, that's what I thought. Yeah, it's July 2nd. All right. Oh, am good. Yeah. I was like, what is he saying? Out of left field. Well, not really. It was in relation to Brain Book, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Actually, I'm is a contraction, and you should say I am good. But we don't need to get too critical here. Contractions are nasty. What a stubborn chart. We're going to be getting a new 15-minute here in 3 minutes. Yeah, it's informal everywhere, but everybody uses contractions all the time. I just try not to use it in my writing. Like, get rid of contract. What, are you going to be 19, Adele? Nice. To be 19 again. These markets are off to a crawling start. I think the moves were so big toward the end of New York session there that these things are just going to take some time to really get back to some sort of market correction. Oh, nice. You're August 1st, Jose? Nice, nice. I'm October 6th. You guys are funny. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree with that. I think AUD/NZD is going to be out of the question. That day chart is just disgusting. We'll see though. We'll see though. We just got a new 15-minute candle. New 15-minute candle. Maybe it's just in pain. Oh boy. Brutal. Looking at these charts, guys, I'm just not seeing much. It's very bleak price action. You know what I mean? Very bland. Hard to read. Very nice, very nice. What a crappy hour finish this is going to have. You're bringing your PC with you, right? I presume. Are you looking at getting a cheap one, or are you looking at getting like a curved monitor? I don't know about cheap. Oh yeah, honestly, you could just get a. You could go to Walmart and get their on brand ONN and get a cheap ass monitor. I personally went for the big boy here, but the big boy curved. I don't think you're gonna have much room. I guess it depends where you live. Burn my eyes away. Oh man, Jose. You get me going every time. You get me going. I guess we'll find out in August, though. At least we got some news in New York session tomorrow morning, too, to correct some of this. You know what I mean? All right, let's see. Is this thing moving? We got some volume coming in on a lot of these pairs. Some volume. But no, it's not really moving. Nice 5-minute candle there. Coming down here. Andrew, what's up, man? Nothing. I'm watching AUD NZD for sells. There is nothing on these charts right now. We're just hanging out, chatting, talking about the charts. Jose's burned eyes. Dell's birthday. Had some other friends in earlier. Just chatting. Because these charts are, how you say, buns. Well, there was the move we were looking for. Phone died mid-conversation. It's alright, man. It happens. Happens to the best of us, you know? Happens to the best of us. This is going to be a 2001 day, it looks like. A 2001 day. Yo, could you imagine if Uber Eats sent you a wrapped like Spotify and Apple Music do for the year? You ordered Taco Bell 376 times. Like, thanks. Appreciate it. Preach. Your fat ass didn't get off the couch 1,372 times this year. Thanks. Appreciate it. That would be brutal. No, I haven't had a chance to yet. I'll check it out tomorrow for sure. Did you send it to me in an email? I saw your message on Discord, but did you send me what the actual name of it is? Nice. Yeah, send it over. I'll take a look. All right, boys, it's going to be a 2001 day. Still showed up, still looked at the charts, guys. Just not much out there. Not much out there for us to look at. We'll keep an eye out for AUDNZD to see if this thing actually does reject and come down. Hey, kids. See you guys. 2001. That's the time it is. 8:01. Isn't that the military time? Yep. 20:01. It's trading with Matt. All right, guys. Have a good night. Have a good night, guys.